What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of J Talks Hoops. And in today's episode, we are going to be reacting to this egregious play that was happening last night between the Connecticut Sun versus the Indiana Fever. And I got to say, these refs in the WNBA are just baffling at this point. So, just for context purposes, Sophie Cunningham was trying to set a screen on it was Olivia Nelson for the Sun. And here's how the play happened. Boom, elbow. Nelson's like, I didn't do nothing. And you notice Sophie went over to the ref on the side, but notice this ref over here. She didn't do nothing. She just let the play happen and didn't call a foul and acted like I saw nothing. I'm a blind mice. Keep playing. And if you want to call the WNBA street ball, prison ball, have at it because that call right there or lack of is just disgusting work. It's not just Caitlin Clark getting bullied and trampled on. It's the Fever. It's players like Kelsey Plum who have called it out in the press conferences. We've seen Nafisa Collier even try to speak with the commissioner of WNBA about the inconsistencies with these refs, and nothing is getting done about it. And if you saw this type of play in the NBA, Adam Silver and the NBA is going to come down hard on this type of play. Don't mess around because they understand they have a product that needs to be enjoyable to watch and something that appeals to the fans. This right here is just insane stuff. Now, the funny part is Sophie Cunningham said that the refs claim she flopped. Like, what? Flopped? What are we even doing here? How can we take these refs serious if they're not going to make the proper calls? I guess you got to be bleeding or you got to be injured out there for the refs to actually have some type of call being made or respond to what's happening. I guess that's what we need. It's just insane stuff because it's the same old narrative. And in my personal opinion, this could turn fans away. We don't want to watch a bunch of nonsense out there where it's an obvious foul. She took an elbow to the head. You can see here, like it's an obvious foul, and you do nothing about it. The ref's just sitting there, not blowing the whistle and acting like she saw nothing. Let the play go on. You saw Olivia Nelson, she's trying to sell like, look, I'm just trying to get over the screen. No, you're not. You elbowed her. You didn't have to do that. That was unnecessary. We just got to stop it. The WNBA needs to stop doing this because eventually it's going to get owed and people are just going to be like, what am I watching here? Why am I even wasting my time watching this product? Because if I see stuff like this, what's the incentive? Let's also look at another play that happened with Sophie Cunningham. Let me find that for you guys. Here's the next one. Now she's driving. Check this out. JC Sheldon's guarding her, the same person who had the play a couple weeks ago with Caitlin Clark. She catches the ball. Boom! They called an out of bounds play, even though Sheldon bumped her out. And you see Cunningham looking at the ref like, you're joking, right? Catch the ball. She just bumps her out. What is this? This is not basketball. I'm sorry. That's not how you handle a situation like that. And again, it's a close game. That's a critical call that you didn't make. And it's just the same old stuff going on. So I don't know why we even entertain these conversations. Like, what? Okay, I guess. They told us she flopped. Can't get any more ridiculous WNBA refs. I agree. Yeah, maybe you need to have men come in and do the job because it seems like they're not really serious. It seems like they don't really care. Bring back 90s ball. People complain when they see anything remotely, but not even close to 90s ball. Well, I agree with this person. It's the inconsistencies. They ignore this and they call it phantom call. That's what you see. Like you see physicality not being called, but when it's someone barely being touched or not touched at all, they call those fouls. They're just being inconsistent. That's what people have a problem with. So I just don't get the nonsense. And the refs need to get this under control. We are 20 games into the regular season, or 20 plus games, and this stuff is still going on. And you want fans to take your league serious. Will not work as it goes on. Because you got the CBA negotiations happening tomorrow at the time of this recording. And if you can't clean this up as the league gets more eyeballs and more audience, then yeah, it's going to backfire. We saw with Michael Jordan where he was getting pummeled by the Pistons. The league stepped in and changed the rules because they recognize Michael Jordan's the future face of the NBA, and we got to protect our brand and the image. And if we don't, fans might walk away. So don't play with this fire. I don't think it's a good idea to call phantom calls and then not call these type of plays. Insane stuff. I just don't like the inconsistencies. The worst part about all these inconsistencies going on is the league ignoring it. You don't see suspensions, you don't see fines, you don't see players getting ejected when they perform these type of plays, and now they're enabling the players to bully ball or play street ball out there, and you think that's a good idea. Sophie Cunningham got a fine because she came to the defense of Caitlin Clark the last time they played the Connecticut Sun. Got a fine for that. It's ridiculous stuff, and it needs to get better. Clean it up, WNBA, because this is not fun to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you liked my reaction, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Love to hear your thoughts about this incident with Sophie Cunningham, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.